Are we checking in here from sunny Greece? I wasn't going to film this video, I was going to just completely write it off after having a bad race in Birmingham, but this is a video you should watch if you have ever had a bad race or had a race you really didn't enjoy and you walked off and thought, I don't know where to go from here. But yeah, so I'll share a clip of me as I finished the wall balls and you'll see by my reaction that I was not happy at all. So yeah, you can probably see that was after spending 10 minutes on the wall balls doing about 140 reps, and I wasn't getting a no rep or a rep, and it was just not registering anything on the board. Judge wasn't saying anything to me. That is not me having a pop at the judges. They're only doing their jobs, they're only volunteers. But coming into the wall balls, I knew I was having a bad race. I knew I wasn't going to hit a PB. I was fine with that. I enjoyed the last two runs and the lunges, and I said, right, I'll come into the wall balls, enjoyed them, pushed myself, got to 6 reps, done 4 reps, hit the target, nothing registered on it, and I just was like, are you for fucking real? I could take not getting a PB, I could take not having a good race, that's fine, these days happen. But then the wall balls, just my head went, and I was just like, right, fuck this. So I just lost the head completely, and by the time I got to 100 I was just like, grand. I just walked up and I was just like, fuck this, sat on the stage, and I was just like, felt like I was going backwards, because this is my slowest Hyrox time. Last time I done Glasgow 6 months ago was 15 minutes quicker, and I was just like, fuck this, what is the point in putting all this training in, and felt like I was going backwards. Today I woke up and I was just like, right, park that aside, you had a bad race. With the Dublin Pro in 3 weeks, I can assure myself I'm not going to go I'll be quicker than I done in this open race in 3 weeks. On Saturday. So we go again, it happens. Everyone has a bad race. It's the first really bad race that I've walked off and thought, right, I'm really not happy with that. So we park it, we move forward, and that is where I started putting plans in motion for the next few months. So I thought to myself, well, what do I want out of this? I want to be competitive. I've said that all along. I do all this training to try to be competitive. How do I do that? You need to park the ego aside and find what is your level. So I decided 12 weeks time I signed up to Trike 500 meter runs. I believe I can really push and be competitive in that race. Park the ego aside, right, I was going to do the 800 and I was like, no, do you know what, let's lock in, let's do the 500, let's build it up from there. If I can get the 500 and put in a good performance there, then at least we can turn around and then build it up from there. But we kind of I just said, right, let's go back to basics. Further to that as well, the next day, obviously I was still very frustrated. Myself and Emma are currently looking to run the Lanzarote Marathon in 5 weeks time, so we've been pushing up our running distances, and Emma finished her first half marathon yesterday. It wasn't an official half marathon, we went out and done 21k around London, and yeah, so that was a nice little win after the disappointment of the day before. So you have to take these wins as well, and I suppose every race can't be a good race, and it's races like these that show the true character, whether you can bounce back from it or not. So I will I'll flip in a few clips and you'll see how how much it looked like I was struggling out there during the race.
What's that? Great, mate. You're doing great.
So I also thought about my coaching business. I've been working very hard in the last few months. It started to take off a little bit, which I'm very happy and very proud of, and very grateful for as well. I wouldn't change that. But I decided that I need to get a coach myself, because I can coach people, I can program for people, I can pour my heart and soul and energy into that, but where that heart and soul and energy, you don't have it then when it comes to yourself, you lack that discipline, that self-discipline, that motivation. And you need to just turn around sometimes and say, right, do you know what, I'm taking it out of my hands. So I have signed up with a coach who I have been coached with a couple of times before. He actually got the second or third fastest time in the Trica Pro in Dublin 2 weeks ago. Stephen Harold. He is a very good coach, extremely knowledgeable when it comes to Hyrox and Trica, things like that. He is also a coach that, from being coached by him, I can learn a lot off to take into my own coaching. So we're going to start now in the next week or two, or it's going to start this week, and I'm excited to get going, and it's kind of lit that fire under me again. And as I said, I'm just going to park the disappointment of the last couple of days, and we'll just get stuck in and see how we get on in 12 weeks time in Trica. As I said, I have Dublin Pro in 3 weeks, and I'm just going to go out and enjoy that. It's going to be tough. 12 weeks time is the big one. Might do a bit of a series that is going to tie into that 12 weeks time. I'm running my own 12-week course in the shed as well, so I'm excited to get that started. Excited of 7 sign-ups so far. I'm going to take on a maximum of 10, so we'll see how many more sign-ups we get. But so I'm was very, very disheartened and demotivated for the last kind of 2 days. But chatting with Stephen this afternoon here now has really kind of reignited the fire in my belly to push on and see where we can go now in 12 weeks time.